Energy made this one.
Who am I? The prince of the mid. It's some dog food on that silverware. Rinse off the dish. Me and you, two different guys. You out here simping about the bitch. Drum house and
What's good, everybody? Today, I'm back with another banger, and I'm staying consistent, and I promise y'all that. And I just want to say thank you for all the support that I got in the last video. I've been consistently for the past 2 days getting 4 likes. Love every single one of y'all for the likes, for the comments, even for the subs. We just hit 35, so I'm very, very thankful for each and every single one of you. Cannot say that enough. But let me just say today's story is funny, depending on what you consider funny. But let's hop straight into it. So today's story time takes place when I was about 12 or 13 and 7th grade had just started. Now, based off the title, you can tell this does not take place in school, it takes place in church. And let me give you way, way more context than just the title of this video because it's genuinely insane how this whole story even ended up how it did. So, it's a Wednesday, and I get home from school, and I'm just jumping straight into my bed, and I'm trying to chill because I woke up at 5 o'clock every single morning for athletics, for football, or even on off season to go, run the track. And I'm just hopping on the phone. I'm texting people, just keeping up on my snap streaks after getting out of school because I never really used my phone in school unless I was at lunch. And this is when I'm like, wow, honestly, I'm kind of bored and I want to go, smoke something maybe a little bit. And this is me just completely disregarding the fact that I have church this day. I have youth group, but I had completely forgot. So, I go into my mom's room and I open up her top drawer and I see this bag of gummies, and at the time I did not know what these gummies were. I completely disregarded the fact that they could be edibles. And I'm like, why the hell does my mom, why is she hiding gummies in her drawer? And I'm like, let me take a few of these because they look like scrumdiddlyumptious, you feel me? And I kid you not, it said 420 mg on the front of the bag, not knowing what that meant. And I took at least like 5. I took a whole handful at once. And I go back into my room and I'm like, well, so they have a very weird aftertaste, but they're pretty sweet, pretty average gummies. And after eating them, I'm just chilling in my room because I didn't end up finding anything in there other than those gummies that I didn't know what they were. And I just took a whole handful of these mystery gummies that have a weird aftertaste. And I'm just chilling for about 30 minutes to almost an hour. And I'm like, oh, wait, I have youth group today. Let's go. I mean, hey, I can talk to people, socialize a little bit outside of school, talk with some of my friends. And I kid you not, right after having this thought, my mind goes blank. And the best way I can describe this next part is my arm felt invisible. It felt like a void. So I'm just sitting there laying on my arm for at least 25 minutes, just getting steadily more and more faded. And I finally move my arm from under my body, and I'm just walking around with dead weight at this point. I can't feel my arm, I can't move my fingers, I can't even shrug my shoulder. That's how bad that shit was. And that's when my mom walks through the front door. Now, I forgot where she was at the time, but she wasn't home for most of the time I had been in school. And she walks through the front door and she's like, hey, so are you going to youth group tonight? And I'm just like, oh, fuck, I'm faded as hell. I don't know how I got faded. And in that moment, my mind instantly snaps back to the handful of gummies that I took. And I'm like, what the fuck were in those? Did I take some fucking hallucinogenic medicine infused into gummies, or was that crack? Was that meth? What am I on right now? And my dumb ass, while having these thoughts, I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to youth group. I'm going to youth group. And after saying that, immediately the paranoia started to hit big time because I realized I'm going to church faded off of my ass. So after this point, we hop in the car, and I'm getting ready to go to flipping youth group at 7 o'clock, faded off of my ass. And it's only about a 5 to 7 minute drive from my house, so we get there significantly fast. And I get there, I hop out the car, I tell my mom goodbye, tell her I love her, all that good stuff, and I walk through the front doors. I'm walking up to the counter to go check in. I kid you not, I hit the nastiest ankle breaker on like 5 people walking up to the counter to just bolting straight to the bathroom. Not literally running, but just like walking fast as I could straight to the bathroom. Soon as I get into that bathroom, I walk straight up to the mirror and I look at my eyes in the mirror, and my eyes are the reddest I've ever seen them, lowest I have ever seen them. And that's when my paranoia skyrockets to the max and I just walk all the way into the last stall. And I kid you not, I sit on the toilet and I'm just scrolling through TikTok for like 30 minutes, and then I like fucking green out, and then I've passed out on the bathroom floor. I don't know how long I was blacked out for, but then I looked at my phone. I got there at 7 o'clock. I wake up and it's like 8:30. It's like 8:30, 8:45. I was passed out on the bathroom floor for an hour, but I woke up to kids walking into the bathroom. They knock on the last stall specifically, and they're like, "Yo, are you good in there?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why? What's up?" And they're like, "Oh, no reason." And then they walk out, and I stay awake after that. So I'm just sitting on the toilet, like, pants up, not even using the bathroom, just sitting in there for obvious reasons that y'all know of. And more kids walk in every single time. It's like rounds. And I'm in there for about another, I'd say, 10 minutes. And then this time, one of the church people comes in, one of the employees. And that's when I'm like, oh, fuck, they know. They know. And at one point, one of them had peeked their heads over the stalls. One of the kids just looking at me in there, like, and I'm faded as shit. And they could tell. I know they could tell. And the guy from the church, like, one of the staff, he's like, all right, it's time to come out, man. Come join the rest of the service. And I guess they didn't realize that I wasn't signed in because I just walked out the bathroom. And I'm still about faded than a hoe, but it's worn down the tiniest bit at this point, but I'm still so paranoid. It gets better as I get out there and I actually sit down. But there's this group of kids that were there. And these are the group of kids that are always there. And they're just straight up bullies. And actually, Hudson from 2 story times ago, or last story time, or yeah, when I got shot at by Hudson, he's one of the kids who was always there with like just along the lines of like 15 other people. And he was just on straight dickhead devious activities and was just always targeting me in specific for whatever reason that I don't really care about now. And I kid you not, the whole time they're just behind me blabbering, Jason, just harassing me because they know I'm faded. Now, let me just say, just because someone's faded, just because someone's a pothead, doesn't give you the right to bully or harass them in any way, shape, or form. So do not do that. And the rest of that time, they're kind of just like picking at me, and they're like just hinting that they know I'm high, like giving me like a "you're fucked" look. And me being me, I didn't take it to heart. I was not intimidated by them at all. And I'm pretty sure one of the staff members knew too, but he never ended up telling anyone else, not even my parents, because like him being Christian, he has principles, morals, and he was just hoping that I wouldn't show back up again, trying to give me a second chance. And this is like the first time, but it happens another fucking time. And like this time no one knew I was high, but I did just like camp in the bathroom. And nothing came of it that time until the very end of it, when someone was like asking me about if I had a perm or not. And he asked me to pull my hair and hold it there for like 5 seconds to see if like when I let go it would stay straight or not. And that would determine. And I did it and I passed it. Then he's like, all right, then let me do it real quick. And I'm like, I mean, okay, man, take a shot. And as he does it, he looks directly into my eyes. And they are just as red as the last time. And he's like, you are so high. You are so high right now, aren't you? And I was just like, you know what, man? I'm not. I promise you I'm not. And he's like, okay, man. I believe you. Totally. Keep in mind, this is the same person who, like, baseball pitches starbursts at me. And it stings so bad. But both of those nights, I end up going home without any repercussions for my actions. And I got away with it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was so relieved the first time. And I don't even remember how or why it happened the second time. That's why I just went ahead and threw it in with this story time. But that about wraps it up for this story. Just crazy events all happening. I can't believe none of that. Like, I can't believe any of that happened. But moral for this story is one, don't take random gummies you find, and two, when you get faded off of those, don't end up going to church on them. I mean, those are pretty simple and something like everyone should be able to easily follow. But me just being me, I was me and I me'd. But I just want to say one more time, thank each and every single one of you for all the support you've been giving me. I love each and every single one of y'all. Good night and peace.